on. You guys are getting reduced. Reduced. Let's go. Burger here. Who lurking here? Yes, you must be a lurker. Goodbye now. I'm just gonna have to tell you to get away from my vibes. I'm gonna have to do a few things on the way over. Okay. Let's GTF. I hope I have the keys. I don't know if I do or not. Let's just pray for a little bit, guys. Oh wait, I don't need the keys. I'm an idiot. Whatever. Anywho. Oh god. I know, thank you. Well, actually, that's not true. It's not anymore. It's just that, like, there's points and times in my life, like, I don't have, look, I'm not an actor, dude. I'm a person, bro. Like, this is crazy that you would think that I'm gonna have the same set style of content every second of my existence. Like, again, I mean, right now I'm just going with it, and I'm trying to fucking just stream just how I'm comfortable with it. Hold on a second, guys. That helps. Sorry. No, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Oh, fuck. I forgot. Hold on. Am I still buffering, guys? I'm so sorry. Come on, little mouse. Come on. No, I don't hate you guys. I really don't hate you guys. I just, like, there's a lot of people I really can't stand and I think are gross and disgusting, like, losers on the internet, but, I don't really generally feel that way about you guys. Thank you, hon. Appreciate it. Thank you. We got it $5 off Amazon, so I was like, let mommy and baby girl, we're gonna be twinnies. It was off Amazon. It was like $5 on Amazon. Not kidding. Yeah, for real. I know, right? Thank you. I think it's cute. You guys hear me? Are you in here? Where? Chat, where'd you go? Oh, you go. Oh, where did you go? Chat, where'd you go? Oh, where did you go? Chat, where'd you go? Oh, hi, Rod. I know. Rod, how have you been, dear? I hope you're doing okay. Hope everybody's doing okay. I see some homies in here. I definitely don't hate everybody, and I'm a fucking person, and I went through fucking hell. Whether you guys want to validate that or not, I don't actually care. But I did, and I deserve a break, and I'm okay saying that, yeah. I don't really think I deserve many things in life, but I do deserve a break after this, because no one should have gone through what I just fucking went through. It's really that simple to me. So yeah, guys, please hold. Let me be a person, for fuck's sake. I'm okay. I actually would ask how you are, but, like, I don't know if you guys ever really ask how I am. You tell me how I am, though. So, I mean, it's like give and take, you know? Oh, God. No, why? What? No, that's not what I wanted. Fucking Christ. I went through nothing. I mean, a lot totally fully disagrees with that. Isn't that hard to handle? Is it hard to know that I'm smarter than you and I'm actually valid and I'm right and you're still retarded and you still don't have a voice and I do? Go, be better than me. Make a fucking stream channel. Faggot. Did I have a good birthday? No, I mean, it wasn't bad. No, actually, it was horrible, actually. What's new? It's not like I've had a good birthday in 3 years. Hope y'all did. That's the point of my birthday, right? Fun? Whole fucking point. Not like I ever get any of that, but working on it. Did a lot of work to make sure I could try to have that again, but, you know, I'm not a person. Breathe, vegan, die. Boogie, what are you actually doing? You're going crazy. Walk in a straight line. Fool. You fool. No, I didn't like it. Bye now. Bye now. If I could have ever just known what would happen, I never would have involved myself in any of this shit. So, yeah. I put myself through a lot. Well, actually, like, here's the thing. The internet isn't a normal situation to be involved in most TV cases. And you guys, instead of being human and compassionate, decided to exploit me for my trauma and actual literal legal abuse. Yeah. And I don't know if that says that's me that's the problem doing those things that are wrong, or you guys. Oh wait, yes I do. And then I wasn't right in my mind. That got exploited, twisted. It was abuse. Literally classic textbook DV trauma. But it was meth, not trauma, because I'm not allowed to be traumatized, right? Yeah. I don't know what that means, Hunging Rebel. Who are you talking about? No idea who that means. Who do you mean? And why and what? That's weird. Maybe everybody misses me. Hi, Console. Yeah, me too, Hunging. That's why I did everything I did, so I didn't have to be one anymore. Didn't have to have people afraid to be around me because they were scared of the people targeting me. It's better now. You're welcome. I just solved a fucking situation in law most of you could never fucking goddamn conjure up, and I did it to survive. Fucking pat me on the goddamn back. Yikes. You know how many of you motherfuckers thought tort law was the only shit to go with? Yikes. You know how many people try to tell me that the things that happened in my life didn't happen, except the law doesn't. The law just has to disagree. So does science and other professionals. But yes, we're all liars. The documents I have, I created out of my ass. Felt like shitting out some fake news one day. That's why I have the papers I have. Oh, was that good or bad? Sorry, Hunging. Yeah, no. That's the thing. It's not that I'm in a victim mindset. It's that I've been in a victimized status of targeting, and it's gross, and I fucking fought back how I had to, and it almost killed me. Whether any of you guys saw that or not. I know what the fuck I went through, so does Purple. I don't know what that means, Feral VP. Please elaborate, dear. A little retarded today. Please be open to talk about. I forgot if they're even open or not. Oh no, we're just gonna sit though, and I'll chill and I'll talk to you guys, and smoke some marijuana. At these $1.50 pre-rolls, holy fuck, dude. And not dealing with the other shit that I just got over last month. Holy fuck. It's almost normal in my brain. Yo, yeah, what's up, son? Do I think Victoria will show up what? Hi, Gray Alien. Oh no, why? Hold on, I'm trying to keep up. A new bed buffet era? No, but I don't know. My appetite was so crazy. Like, my entire identity disappeared last year. Everything that I knew about myself was like erased on the internet's opinion. And then I gained all that weight, and then I lost it, and I feel like it didn't happen. I have no idea. I'm just trying to stabilize my appetite, because as soon as I started the legal stuff, I basically just couldn't eat. It was so hard and scary and stressful. And it was a lot of research. It's a lot of fucking doing the same filings over and over again. Fucking lame. But I didn't eat very much. So I don't actually know what my fucking, I don't know what my stable weight is. I have no idea. But I hope I don't gain a lot of weight again. I'm kind of like a little hungrier than I would have been before I gained all that weight last year. Right now. I don't know. Bed buffet though. I've had bed buffets my whole life. So probably not gonna change. Thank you, Great Alien. I appreciate that. Dude, I'm down. Where are you, Rod? Dude, there's a mushroom church in Stockton. It's close. Me and Purple wanted to go. We haven't had the ability to yet, though. Oh, my. Oh. I think I maintained my weight pretty well, though. I spent like a week just like stuffing my face and watching Teen Wolf, though, like honestly, and it was wonderful. I have no shame. You guys are frozen or you hate me? Can't tell. Brutal. Okay, so also there were these two dudes. Two of them. Really nice cars, definitely drug dealers, but like I only want the weed, honestly. Like I don't think that the one guy had more than that. The other guy looked like he could have had more. But like I kind of just want to go get weed. Okay, so story time. Okay, so I've done this before. You guys remember Hollywood, right? Okay, so just imagine me back in the day when I wanted to do things and someone gave me a ride and they had weed. That was all it took. But also, I'm like 6 feet tall, you know? I don't know. I haven't been as quite vulnerabilized physically as most females because I'm taller, but Abigail. So we got her from, she's from Anaheim Hills, but she was in Corona when me and my best friend's roommate went and got her. So we went to Corona, picked Abby up. I went back to Costa. We went to my girlfriend's roommate's house in Anaheim Hills. And then I went back to Costa Mesa. And I took Abby for her first walk around the block. And this fucking dog. Holy shit. I was like right across the street from Fairview with like 405 to the left of me. Over, not super close to South Coast, but closer to South Coast than other parts of Costa Mesa. Anyways, where I used to live, Pellerino Street. So anyways, so we're on Fairview. And it's like a 4-lane like side street. 4 lanes, by the way. Orange County for you. And we go to this Shell that's down the road from my house in Orange County. And Abigail slips out of her harness. Runs into a bush, and I thought she was gone. So I'm like walking the fuck around. And these Asian dudes pull up and they're like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "I lost my dog." And they're like, they have this big bong and they're like, "Do you want us to go look for her? When you will take you around." And I had a car, but I was just walking, so I felt like going in with a bunch of the 4 short Asian dudes with a big bong. Yeah, I do things like that. And we didn't find Abby, but when I came back, Abby was there. She waited. But I swear to God, I was so scared. I was like, well, I guess she didn't like me. I was freaking out though. It wasn't funny. But it was like I literally thought the guys could help me. And also there was weed. Anyways, so yeah, if dudes have bongs and they pull up, sometimes I'm like, "Hey, Purple, this is where I'm gonna be, by the way. Just saying." I'm gonna go have fun. Should I call one of them? I don't know about the one that looked like he sold more though. I really don't want to be involved in that right now. I don't even want to be like tolerant to it really. I just need stoner mentality, man. That's all I fucking care for. I'm a big fucking stoner myself. Corona is where your dad is from? Oh yeah. Oh, True Blood, my best friend from college and the end of high school. Friend of the neighboring cities. Not one of my horse friends, but one of my young adult friends in Ohio. And then a couple of our exes. We would always watch True Blood together. We went to Virginia Beach one year. I swear, we had this fucking timeshare that our parents had, and we all stayed there. Well, it was, I think we all had our boyfriends with us or something. Like, one of us, maybe not. There was 3 girls and I think 2 dudes. Anyways, so we were at her parents' timeshare or whatever. I think it was a timeshare. Maybe it was just an Airbnb. Really big, beautiful house on the beach. And we literally just watched True Blood all day. Yo, Brandy, sweetheart, hi. How are you, honey? I know you always miss me, girl. I feel so bad because you're like actually such a genuine supporter, like, and you're like one of the people that I would just love to see and hear more when I'm actually live. But you always seem to miss me. Thank you, Rod. I know. Probably should watch out with the stoner shit though as I get older with the metabolism issue, but for now it's okay. And honestly, like, if I'm gonna be a chubby adult, I'd rather that than be a twigger. I don't even care. I just need to like work out more, probably. Oh God, I don't know why. I don't know how that works. There's other people who I know are like literally like I'm not seeing anything for either. I'll see the notification like after they go live. I don't know how it works. All right. But yeah, it's a thing. YouTube's weird like that. All right, let's chill for a little bit. Yeah, maybe see what time it even is. I don't even know. I had to put some chapstick on. I meant to do that and I forgot. Oh God. Hey. Oof. Oh, Abby Sue. Hold on, please. Oh God. Oh. Okay. Really? See, True Blood was okay. So True Blood was interesting because I really only got into it because my besties were into it, and then like my ex and I, we were into Supernatural. Like we all grew up with Supernatural in high school. So like I would fuck to Supernatural So anyways, that was like our favorite show. And then True Blood was like kind of like that, I guess. It seemed like that was how we like, I don't know, it was like a post high school kind of college era show that we all liked. They're remaking Harry Potter. Okay, you know what? Let's go. How about we finish a series of unfortunate events first? I mean, for fuck's sake, Meryl Streep and goddamn fucking Jim Carrey, why? It was a great series. Why would they do that? Both to the TV and the movie series. The fuck? Yeah, I read a lot. Too much. I would disappear into the bathroom a lot because I hated to be around. I don't like being around large crowds. I had friends. I just didn't like the crowds. Gave me anxiety. So I'd literally go dip out and I'd read. But I'm so dumb. Wow. Is it a TV show? Is it like, is Daniel in it? Like, how are they doing? Is Emma Watson in it? Like, where is everybody gonna be? Will Ronald Weasley be a minority? I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just wondering, honestly, like, how are they gonna flip this? Instead of a ginger, he's going to be Indian. I can see it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, great. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, I'm the age group that's going to be the market for stuff that's being, like, remade lately, you know? I mean, it just is what it is. Because it's my age group that's old enough to have the money, usually in the family establishment, to be, like, wanting to show their kids, like, hey, when I was a little kid, this is what I was into. You know, like, parents want to... I think that's, like, my age group and the older millennials, like, we're the market for that shit. So what you'll see is, like, what happened with Gen X? I mean, we saw, remember, like, the early 2000s? So their parents, boomers, greatest gen, they would have been the era of, like, fucking Dawn of the Dead, the original one, right? And then the remake would have been Gen X and, like, older millennial. Because I was a young kid. I watched horror movies way too young. And I would watch them when I wasn't supposed to. So, like, you know. Anyways, point being, though, I was a little under the technical age group for those types of things. And I was in love with fucking zombie movies. And I only watched the remake because that would have been my eras, you know? Yeah, I agree, CM fan. I love zombie movies. I love zombie movies so fucking much. 28 Days Later. I don't know what it is. I really love, Mike Hemm's first album, I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love. And that one's got a lot of, like, novella elements in it. Like, we have, like, Edgar Allan Poe, I think, A Rose for Emily. I think that's, A Rose for Emily is which song? So you have Drowning Lessons, which was... Actually, the name of the band came from a novel. I forget what it was. I was a big MCR fan. For a short of their time in history, they made the biggest of impacts, let's be honest. And they're pretty much like the Nirvana of emo. Nothing else was actually really grunge or emo other than those two bands, which were grunge and emo. And everything else was like shit versions of that and not even that close to it. I mean, look, Soundgarden versus Nirvana. Both grunge. You feel me? I was watching The Walking Dead, but we're not going to bring that up. Somebody did get me into that, and I liked it. I had a good time with it. Too bad they had to go the way they went, because that was one of my favorite things for that person to do, was watch The Walking Dead with them. One of them. Yeah, the OG Evil Dead. So me and Luis and you know who, and I think it was Jacob, we watched that in my house right after the incident, and we started to just, like, we didn't know it was going to happen, but we set up the living room so Luis could do whatever he wanted in there, and, you know, me and you know who had my bedroom, and we would watch the movies together as roommates. I never really felt like I had a family. At the same time, everything was taken away from me at the same time. It was so weird. I've like, look, I've had my groups of friends, trust that, lots of them. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't be here today, but, living with people that I was just like that comfortable with and knew all my secrets, and I mean, honestly, Luis always had my back, you know. So I crowd surfed, I think it was, okay, so the Cobra Starship, Kent State, like, of course, like, I was a townie, so like all the townies, like, you go to the free shows, like, it was Third Eye Blind, and it was Cobra and one other band, I don't remember, but like, obviously we went for Third Eye Blind and Cobra. And we got there early because we were townies. Like, you don't have to, like, go, like, fight for parking space when you live in Kent, you know? So that was my first crowd surf. And then, that's crazy, because that wasn't even at a show. That was like literally downtown Kent. That's cool. I want to say though, MCR at the House of Blues, I paid like fucking $300 a ticket for me and my best friend. Because I didn't want to go by myself and nobody else had the money. And I crowd surfed, and it was to Head First for Halos. And it was like, was it Head First for Halos? Yeah. Or was it Our Lady of Sorrows? I think it was Our Lady of Sorrows. I love those, are fucking bangers. Dude, those are crowd surfing and mosh pit bangers. Like, let's get fucking real. I don't mosh because I'm self-conscious about how I look, like a string bean bouncing around. I don't know. How fat do you have to be to not be a crowd surfer, though? Like, I hope I don't ever get too heavy to crowd surf. Because, like, I feel like I didn't ever think about it because I was always so tiny. And now I'm like, wait, what if I'm actually, like, if I was ever as heavy as I was earlier, like, do people even let 200-pound people? Like, I wasn't 200 pounds, but, like, if I want to crowd surf for the rest of my life, I cannot gain a lot of weight. Like, that's obviously the fucking reality. So, but I don't mosh, no. I'm always at the edge of the pit, though. Yeah. Are you, Gray Alien, how old are you? You have to be Gen X or older millennial then. I would say young Gen X, older millennial if you're into ska. As a hipster, oh, you're my age. Did you have like older siblings or cousins that got you into that shit then? Because like, my big sister is the oldest in my family and she's like 5 years older than me, something like that, 4.5, something like that. And then my brother's 2. But they're core and older millennials for sure. My little sister's borderline Zoomer, and I'm a social media gen millennial. I'm a 90s baby. Tall people do well in the mosh pit, yeah, but I'm like a girly girl, and like I like to look good, and I just didn't want to get drawn around like a rag doll. I had a friend. Okay, so my best friend's boyfriend was like the dude version of me, and we were both we had a very similar name too. Anyways. Like, he was taller than me, long blonde hair, surfer dude, and we were in the same classes for, like, lit and shit. And then my best friend and my boyfriend, that was his best friend, we were, like, a 4 little thing in high school, and, she's this hot Russian chick, like, hot. She was almost as tall, but not as tall as me, and she was, like, tits and ass, like, I was a twig, okay? Blonde, white, twig, though. She was a bombshell. And, the guy in my grade, our friend, her boyfriend, oh my god, dude. Well, I actually hung out with him after, but, and then I moved. I haven't talked to any of them in a while, but anyways, nah, dude, you could watch this dude, like, bouncing around, and he was hot as fuck, but, like, you could tell, like, my ex was, like, I don't know, he had kind of this, like, dead, like, he was, like, bipolar, and so, like, anyways, but it wasn't, like, mania, it was more just, like, depressive, and so he would just get really fucked up and just kind of, like, I don't know, it was like a body type of a move. It wasn't so much of a like, roar, like, you know, some people get into it like that. But then some people, it's just like they're throwing their weight around to the beat, honestly. Like, that's actually... I remember I was at Warped Tour one year. One of my guy friends did like the Wall of Death and almost broke a rib cage. I think he said he fractured it or something. Like, no cap. Like, it was like the Wall of Death, though, so I don't fuck with shit like that. Oh, dude, I wish I could have gone to a Gwen Stefani show. What the fuck? How old were you when you... Who took you to shows? Because, like, my big sisters who got me into music, but it was, like, local stuff. And then it was my Pony Club girls that got me into the local band scene. Wait. No, I didn't. No, what the fuck? Gray Alien, what region are you from? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell me, I'm just curious. She is, dude. Oh my god, WW, look. She really is, though. She really fucking is. We got pet safe Boogie Die. And now, she's my twin for real. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, see, I'm from the original post-pop-punk regional hub of generational creation, as we know. Midwest post-pop-punk. I think 4 Years Strong and A Day to Remember are like actual Midwest though. But you had a lot of like post-industrial and still pop punk in my area, but it didn't get big like they did. Like I said, Trendy and Plexus and fucking Bonk are amazing, and they were always the ones who got voted in like to be local bands playing at Warped. But so like Bonk was like probably the oldest millennial, like 2 age groups above me. And then Trendy was like 1 age group above me in high school, like so 4 to 6 years older. And then Plexus was my age group, my high school. Like they played while I was in high school, and they probably were like in their very early 20s. Like, I don't know. One of them died, though. They changed the name to Hawks and Wolves, but my point, though, is, you know, that's our age group, dude. That's why. Yeah. Oh, my God. I was in Victoria's chat earlier. We were all, this is the shit I would love to talk about. Thank you, Arvine. Is she a good woman? She's my good woman. What would I do without my good woman? What would I do without my goodest? Oh, good Lord. I love her. She's a good one. Oh. I love you. I tried to avoid her eyes and stuff, so like it didn't go on evenly. I look like I colored crayon on her face. I actually was keeping it away from her eyes, but and you know what? I will say I don't like actually seeing bands get famous. This is why. Well, even in like LA, like I love the Viper Room and stuff, like small venues. I get, like I said earlier, I get really bad crowd anxiety. I don't like stadium shows. I don't like big music and expensive tickets. I like $5 to $10 to $15 to go to a fucking local show. Oh, well, that's what I was gonna say. So I was in Victoria's chat, and I don't know if she was. It was funny because me and Purple were just talking about this, like the Adriana resemblance. Like, I see it in some ways. I very much felt like Victoria's description was actually pretty spot on. Like, I feel like she looks more American and I look more European, but like besides that. Also, she's way shorter, but yeah, she's kind of got more of my body type and honestly, it's funny, people were like, she dresses nicer than me, and I'm like, dude, she has my style before I was abused and homeless. The fuck? Like, I've seen shit of Adriana's where I'm like, no, that's something I would wear. Why won't be what happened? No. Wow. Hi. Yeah.
How you doing?
How are you?
Oh, you're fucking awesome.
Thank you, you too. Well, if you're in that area, see, you were in the part of the country that shit made more sense in at the time, I think, too. Like, my area, like, we had Marilyn Manson's dad own the strip club that I danced at. And I think my grandpa's younger brother went to high school with him, and he was, like, older or younger than Manson. So that's what we get. I mean, we get something, though. Ohio ain't the fucking real middle of nowhere. You do know, at least not my part. Cleveland ain't like that. But it's not LA or Vegas, obvi. Oh my God, Five Finger Death Punch. I hate them. But I do love Korn, and I love System of a Down. Speaking of Vegas, this little pop-up band out of nowhere. We all know they were a I mean, let's go. Let's see what I want to hear. Let's do some fucking Korn. Ooh, Korn. It sounds really good. I don't know why I have them on my fucking, like, playlist. I just don't know, like, you know what? Actually, because they're on my Apple bought music from when I first moved to Phoenix, I think. And, like, I was in Orange County early on. There's some that just are redundant, you know, because I dance to a lot of these all the time, but there's some that I just, every time, they're like a banger. I want to find one I really love. I love Pretty. It's a good one. What about albums? We're just going to do greatest hits, okay? There are way better songs than some of the ones that people always get fixated on. Adidas. Obviously, Freaks on a Leash. Okay, there we go. Oh, Prison Song. Why is that not saved in my app song? Did you guys know that, Korn's from Bakersfield and Huntington Beach, right? Dude, this chick I used to hang out with my best friend in OC, she was like my sister's age. Gorgeous little rich girl, but, like, just this gorgeous girl. Blonde, total SoCal girl. But she actually, like, knew the Millionaires and shit like that. But I talked to both on the side, so let's be real. But it was just like they were all in this area, and I guess she hung out with them before. Oh my God, why? Where were you guys? You know what? Actually, not vibing right now. Well, I went to go see Korn with this guy I was dating before I started to go IRL. Let's see what we got here. Anything I want to listen to? Hi, little Abby. Yeah, this is from 2019. Wow. Wow. I remember when this came out. I was at my mom and dad's. Oh, I typed in corn, like plural. That's why. Okay. Well, that makes more. Slipknot, yo. Oh, Snuff. What the fuck? This should be. Oh no, it's my Apple playlist. That's why. Eyeless, Wait and Bleed. Oh my god, yeah. This is. I used to dance to this hella. This is one of my favorites. Flyleaf, dude. Okay, so aren't they Christian? So maybe those bands from back then. You had like Reliant K, Norma Jean's Christian, Flyleaf. I don't have a set date yet, Rod. I would love to get a hold of some of you guys if I could, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Why'd she say you were a buddy troll? I don't think Whoopi's a buddy troll. I think Whoopi, like, literally, like, could have just stuck to being how he was with me and her, like, with the Nick era, where he was, like, I went back, actually, Whoopi, and I saw stuff when I was going through evidence, and I saw you when you were... when you were anti-vegan. Well, I guess Davis and her had some issue too, and I don't know what that was about. I don't remember seeing anything horrible though. I mean, Whoopi, I was looking for way different shit. Obviously, if I have screenshots of things or people send me things, but I've seen your name around from back then, and it wasn't nice stuff, but it wasn't criminal. I don't remember. I don't think it was. It tells me you, yeah, if your story's what you said, which is you came out from the viral era, that makes a lot more sense. A lot of you guys realize I'm not the piece of shit that I was framed as. Thank you, by the way. I would like flip off the pole. No, I just have weak lungs, and like since my tolerance dropped a little bit from like not having money and being busy and like too tired to even smoke a bowl, I just, yeah. And then like I'm actually, like I was talking to Purple about this. These were totally legal. Totally. Took a while to find them. $5 still. $5, but they're not rechargeable. Thanks, Nuba. It was $9 on Amazon, and it's totally plant-based. It's more like a stain. Mine is a dye, though. Mine is dye. But yeah, hers is more like a little Pingleton stain. It's okay. I don't know the depths of all of it, but I have pretty good intuition. Oh, hi, the view. She's pink because she got a stain, a pet-friendly stain, to match her mother. We are twins now. Cannot you tell? This is my bestie. So you guys see what that Laura Mercier does for my eyes? You see how much more awake I look now? Don't I like low-key look more like I did like a few years ago? Yeah, that's because of this makeup. Very expensive makeup, mind you. And it's just for my eyeshadows. No, it's not. It's like a homemade Etsy type shit, but it's literally pet friendly ingredients. Like, I had the package at the house. Wait. What did I miss? Oh god, wait, I forgot we were talking about Gray Alien. Are you talking about the the pet guy, I look and see. I have different Amazon accounts up because I always forget them and I didn't have access to one phone number. It's complicated. I have like 3 Amazon accounts and I don't know which one to sign on what. Won't be. Honestly, I do think she does, but here's what I think with Victoria. I think that it's hard for her to trust, and I don't blame her. And let's be honest, sometimes you sound like you're trolling, and it is kind of just... anything you say can be sounding like a bad person that sounds normal, too. And I think that, like, even the way she was, like, going off about me the other week, it sounded like something spooked her. And she was, like, going from being almost, like, regretful. She was more comfortable with some of us than... I get it, though. Like, I get it. So I don't use a lot of... Okay, I don't use a lot of fucking cover-up ever. Almost never. Except for this shit was the only thing. And then I always had, like, an essence or a toner. And, or sometimes both and a face cream. But I didn't always wear makeup. Like, I actually often, like, only until recently that I realized, like, hey, I don't mind... Well, it's because I developed sunspots a year in the car after I didn't have my sunscreen on my face and I was in the LA sun all year, honestly. So that's part of the irritation now that I like to have a little cover up right here. Because, like, these were not like they are now. After, like, last year, though, yeah, I don't really use... I really feel like I look okay without it, though, as long as the hydration's on point, you know? I've always felt that way, as long as the hydration's good. I don't do a lot of makeup, like, heavy duty. I've had contour, and I hate it. I hate fake eyelashes. Just a little mascara, little eyebrows. Thanks, Gray. I feel like I look better. I feel like I feel better. That's all I care about. But, you know, before I didn't look like I was on drugs, in my opinion. I looked like I was traumatized and stressed. But that's my opinion, and it was the facts. But I didn't look good, but I've looked way worse, actually, honestly. I've done a lot of that stuff, Brandy, and it does help. I used to just do it for too long, though, and I would get a burny eye. Too much of a good thing. I was all into shit like that. Like, I want my life back. Honging Rebel. Okay, look. Of course I'm protective of my princess. Fuck, what was I gonna say? There was this one post on IB2 and it was actually horrible, but it was funny too. Like, it was just so, it was so obviously not really like you know, there's a video of someone saying some disgusting things that they were not kidding about Abigail. We're not gonna bring that up. Not the point. Well, okay, adjacent point. If you say something so outlandish, I know none of you would ever do this to her. I don't like it. Even Eric AF did a skit and it was almost funny. It's still gross. It's gross because it's a perpetuation of something that people know is obviously not the case. And why would you, why would it get glorified? So that's like a hard one for me to really sit there and be like, oh, that's funny. But I have laughed when Eric AF did it. And I was laughing at this one post on IP2 that was like, if you had to live with VP and you didn't just neck, do you love your life at all? Or some shit like that. And it just had this like chihuahua jumping out a window and like, fuck you. Like, I have a sense of humor. Just don't hurt my fucking life, my people, my baby girl, for real, for real. Like, she doesn't know what the fuck you're saying, but be nice, she's a good woman. You know, she really just deserves love. Now there's Justin we can do. She's my pink friend. Man, the sativa pre-rolls are way better. They're like out of fucking, the sativa ones for the week. I think they have to get a new batch in, but they're like $1.50, guys, and they're 30%. I'm in heaven. I'm literally like, look, I'll be like, fuck cigarettes, because now I got this. I'm quitting this as soon as I'm like, literally like, look, what I just gave myself was hard, and I really need more rest than I've been able to get. I need more respect for what I've just accomplished and gotten through. But I'm not out the door of hell yet. I'm just like most of my body is. There's a thing though, like it's still sticking on my ankle, and that's my real life that was taken from me. And you guys don't know what I'm doing off camera entirely, and that's exactly how I like it, actually. But the point is that it's pretty sad to me to see how people have not even like really been even impressed at what I did, even mildly. Because, like, to me, it's, some people haven't. But it's almost like you guys have just found other targets instead of me. And it's like the mentality hasn't been served. And that sucks. Yeah, it was hell. And the weed has been nice. And watching Teen Wolf and Styles and Lydia season era-centric plots are my favorite right now. And sometimes, you know, I'm used to having my car my whole life. I've driven a car. I basically have always had my own place, and I've basically always lived in my car separately, adjacently. You know, I've always worked. I've always worked a lot, and I like it. And I like to be proud of myself. And I didn't always like myself, but that changed recently. And I don't love myself. Still not sure if I should, but I'm just saying I don't think I'm shit. And it took me a while to really just feel like valuable as a human to be alive, and at least like not a reducing piece of trash in society. I'm not great. A lot better people than me, but they're older usually, or maybe they just had less trauma and they were more mature faster. But like, I've tried. I know I've done better things in my life, and I've been a better person than. Doesn't look like it, and that was the point. But I feel like that's like kind of God's test. Like, how bad can people make you look before you give up and just become a bad person? And I'm just refusing the best I can, because I know what I will never look at myself for being if I were to be that person intentionally. There's things I'm not proud of, trust that. But what I just went through was so insane. It feels like it was a movie. I mean, I wish I could tell you guys everything, and also I wouldn't tell you guys everything, but that was crazy. And it was legally just like so new, and all this shit is like, why? Like, I chased dick, and then I chased a future with a family, and like, how? And suddenly, you know, my home of a decade, my home that I had just gotten roots in within the community. I was gonna get out of the stream shit because I never liked the internet. And you know, Jacob, David, Chicken Andy, God, Tim sent me to fucking David, and then like I fucking like, yeah, that all was fun. That would have been fun, but I would have given it all up if I could have just known what was gonna happen. I wouldn't have, because I wouldn't have made it to step 2 if I wasn't with Chicken. So like, really wish I would have just never met any of them. But for what it's put me through, I've realized that I've just really worked really hard to like my life and feel proud of the things that I know I can do after all the other shit I had just gotten through before the shit that you saw. You guys never saw the shit I had just gone through, but I don't know if I could have gotten through this if I was the same girl I was before I had just met the person who took all that stuff from me. I wouldn't have been prepared. So, life's hard. Shit sucks. Sometimes you love people more than anything and they want you dead. And it hurts. And then you move on. And your best friends are gonna die. Your car, your meaning in life, what you look for in people to surround yourself with, and how you see the people you thought saw you in different ways before. I think that's just life, internet or not. And I guess the only real control we have is to choose to be decent to ourselves and to other people to the best of our capabilities on the way out. But it's easier said than done, Bobby, because we're selfish by nature, right? It's human nature is to be selfish. We're almost old, though. We're not quite old yet. We're almost old, though. Like, we're in the 3rd bracket of age groups, girl. I think we're in the 4th, maybe. Because there's, what, childhood, and then there's, like, preteen and teen, and then there's, what, early 20s, and then very early 30s.